What's up, y'all? It's Coda and welcome back to my channel. This video is brought to you today by Celsius. Just kidding. Celsius does not sponsor me, even though they should, because I get told about 10 times a day that I am so bubbly, and then I have to let people down and let them know that I've just had 3 Celsiuses. So we're going to be getting a little crazy on this video today because I'm going to be doing something I've never done before. What is that, you ask? Well, I'm going to be giving you guys a super interesting story time. But while I'm doing it, I am also going to be bleaching and then dyeing my hair. As you can see, my roots have grown out crazy, my hair is looking brassy, I've got a vacation this weekend. Guess where I'm going in the comments? If you get it right, I have nothing to give you, I'm just as broke as the rest of you guys. But after that, it's Halloween weekend, and if you guys didn't know, Halloween is my favorite holiday. Write it down somewhere, it's a fact you should know about me. To incline you guys to stay just a bit longer, I will tell you what the story is about. It is about a year ago when I lived with roommates and we had these boys come over after the bar. And then everything went downhill. We didn't know them. That's probably why. Don't invite strangers to your house.
Don't invite strangers to your house.
It's never turned out okay. It's never, except once. But then we broke up anyway, so never invite strangers to your house. So we're just gonna start getting everything together and we will get right into it. Y'all, I'm sorry, we have to take a quick smoke break because I just went crazy for the last like 30 minutes looking for this bleach that I knew was in my room, but I didn't keep it where I should have been keeping it or where my mind thought I would be keeping it. So I just had a literal mental breakdown. Then I accepted the fact that I wouldn't be able to bleach my hair and I would just have to dye it blonde and leave the roots alone. But before I gave up, I'm like, let me think about my mind really quick. So I thought about like, where would a opposite of Dakota put this? And so I found it. Also, have I introduced you guys to my new bong yet? His name is Gage. Yes, his water needs to be cleaned. He's got 2 percolators. I've already cracked one of them. So he's got 1 percolator. Still works like a charm though. I feel better now. Let's get started. Alright, y'all, we are getting into it. So we're gonna put the bleach in. Look at my cute little bowl. So cute. It's got a little grit on the inside too. We're gonna put all the bleach in because I have been letting my roots grow out for a hot minute. Oh god. Already? I don't even want to think about how much this is about to burn. Burn, baby. We're gonna use 20 developer. I don't know if y'all know about hair, but I don't really either. I kind of just wing all of this, but I've been doing it for so long that me winging it actually usually works out. This smell is atrocious. I should probably like sit away from my face. Look at my cute little brush. So me, I love it. And I know it doesn't look like your average like hair dyeing brush. It's like a paintbrush, but it actually helps to get all the pieces I usually miss when I dye my hair, so I dig it. So I know you're supposed to start bottom up, but I just tend to not follow that rule often, and it usually works out. So I don't really care. Anyways, let's get into the story time. Okay guys, so I decided it was in my best interest. I just dipped that bleach glove into my drink. I dipped the bleach glove into my drink. I'm gonna still drink it though. I felt it would be better to put the bleach in my hair and then start the story off for you guys, because then I don't have to sit here and think about how itchy it is and how my head feels like Satan just pissed on it. So let's first start off with giving you the background to this story. So this takes place about 2 years ago now? 2 years ago? 2 years ago? 2 years ago. Wow, okay. I'm only telling you guys this story because it just came up in my Snapchat flashbacks. I was going through it and I saw a video of me and my roommate with the caption, "We are hiding from the boys inside of our house." So I obviously had to do a story time about it. So this was actually one of our first weekends going out together as roommates. We had only been living there for about a month. We lived in a college town because my 2 roommates had been going to college where that area was. So, of course, every Friday, Saturday, we're riding the wave, we're doing whatever's cool. I think I had gotten separated from my roommates at one point, and I run into this guy who comes right up to me and he's like, "Hey, Dakota," knows my name, knows everything. I have no idea who it is at this point. I also have terrible, terrible memory. So I'm just going with the conversation at this point, getting to know him, chopping it up a little bit. Until I had to ask, like, who are you? Who are you? How do you know me? How do I know you? It's the better question. And he tells me that we had matched on Tinder. Like, in that summer. Bro, how do you remember me? Once I found out that I had matched with him on Tinder and we've had a few conversations in the past, my drunk mind figured, yeah, this is probably my vibe for the night. I hadn't hooked up with anybody, not that I need to, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, at that point in my life, I was for the streets. I was a thot. Turbo thot. So I was kind of vibing with him, so I decided to chop it up some more. We get some drinks together, we dance together, and I tell him, "Hey, you should come home with me." Why not, right? I don't even bother telling my roommates what the vibe is because I don't feel like getting talked out of my bad decision. So I decide to tell him, order the Uber, we're out of here. And I just decided to text my roommates, "I'm leaving, I'm fine, I'm going home." Good. Him and I get back to my house, we have some more drinks, we smoke a little, we play some music. It's a vibe. So I eventually invite him to my room. You guys don't need the beautiful details of that, but we had a good time, okay? We were having a good time. All was well. Everything was great. I was enjoying myself. We're going to take a quick intermission to wash this bleach out. You guys have the background. Stay tuned for the rest. It honestly doesn't look half bad right now. I mean, this lighting for some reason is making it look better, but I'm a literal carrot top. Don't worry, we're not done yet. We're just gonna let my hair dry for a bit and then we're gonna put the actual color in. Bleaching success. Did you know I'm a stoner? Back to the story. Anyways, I'm doing that diabolical little fingers because low-key, I sound diabolical at the end of this. Anyways, we're gonna call this boy Tinder Boy, because I don't necessarily remember his name. That's actually a lie. I do remember his name. I'm not gonna try to look cool. I'm just not about to expose his name all over the internet. So, me and Tinder Boy, we're at the house. We did the deed. And I'm doing the aftercare thing. You know, the little pillow talk, the "do you need anything? Water, snack in my bed." Probably not. What I actually vividly remember is that he needed to borrow sweatpants. He's like, "Can I borrow pants?" I'm looking at him and he's looking at me and I'm just thinking, why do you first off, why do you think you're gonna fit in my pants? Or why do you think it's okay to stretch some girl's pants out that you don't even know? Luckily for him, I collect men's sweatpants and I give them out to other men. I don't really care. Unless they're like sacred ones, like an ex-boyfriend or something. But I end up giving him a pair of sweatpants. So at this point, we're sitting on my bed and he is currently sitting in one of my past lover's pants. Let's just get that in there. Then I hear my roommates come home and I'm the type of person, I can't just sit in my room while there's things going on. My FOMO goes crazy. Especially, I told you, it was like the beginning of us living together. So my roommates come home, I hear some boys with them, they're calling me down, they're like, yo, we need your speaker, and I'm like, yo, give me a minute, because I'm going to come down with that speaker. So I tell Tinder boy, yo, get yourself together, we're going downstairs, we're about an after party. It's early, it's 2:30 a.m., let's go. And he's being weird about it, right? Like, talking about, I don't have my shirt on, so put your shirt on. Talking about, but I'm wearing your pants. First off, no, you're not. Second off, they're boys' sweatpants. Why can't you be seen in them? He's just being weird. Like, are you trying to isolate me to my bedroom? Are you trying to hang out just me and you? Because that sounds a lot like my past relationship, and I'm not with it. I'm done being isolated, okay? Don't isolate me, especially not the first time I meet you. So I tell him, get it together. We're going downstairs, or I'm going to go without you. The fucking stutter, bro. I will go without you. Eventually, he gets his little dramatic ass together, and we head downstairs. The first thing I noticed when we do that, I should have known because my friends have a type, is that this boy and the men at my house, very different. My friends liked the football players at college. I brought home some skinny white boy. So instantly I'm like, all right, this might not even vibe out right now. So whatever, we're vibing with it. We try our best. Put music on, we're playing card games, we're all drinking, we're all smoking, you know, doing the runaround. Everything's cool. It's cool until my friend pulls me into the kitchen. She's like, I gotta talk to you. Oh God. Oh God. I already suspected what it was too. She pulls me in the kitchen. She's like, he's weird. Talking about Tinder boy. She's like, he's weird. And I'm like, I know. You think though? Like, you can tell? Like, you can tell from just a few minutes with him? Like, I should know. I've been with him for the last few hours. But she can tell off 10 minutes? He must be weird. And I have no problem with weirdos. But I was already feeling some type of way about the fact that he was being weird about coming downstairs, okay? So she's telling me he's weird, and I walk back out to where everybody is, and I see him bopping his head to, like, a rap song like this. And then I just got the ick. I got the ick so bad. I was like, ugh, he is weird. He's gotta go. He's gotta leave. And this is where the diabolical shit starts. It gets even crazier, trust me. But this is where it starts. I pull him aside because, like I said, I got the ick. And once the ick is there, like, you're not staying in my bed. No. You shouldn't even expect to stay in my bed as well. I just met you. So I pull him aside and I tell him, like, yo, it's time for you to leave. Straight like that, though. No beating around the bush. It's time for you to leave. He's looking at me like I got like 10 heads, like I'm playing a joke on him. It's like, huh? Like, I'm unfortunately not bilingual, so I can only say it this way, but you gotta leave. Now this is an ick I never thought I could get from a guy, okay? Listen closely. I tell him I'm serious. Like, you need to leave now. And he literally looks at me and says, I already told my mom I'm staying out. Oh God. Oh my God. I was 22 years old, being told by a man that he had to stay at my house because his mother was told that he wouldn't be home. Now, I get it. You live with your parents, you gotta respect their rules. That's not the part that gave me the ick. Lie to me.
Lie to me.
Figure it out. Lie to my face. I don't condone lying, but Lord, I wish he did in that moment. How are you gonna tell the girl that you just banged, that you got to stay out because you told your mom you would? How? How do you, who, how, what? No. I said, I don't care. Now he hit my meat inside at that point. So I don't care. Go. Go, go, go. And so we walked out. We've got okay, I can't do that in a British accent. We've got to continue dyeing my hair. We're now going to use what is called snow cap. Ooh. So, Tinder boy leaves, right? Or so I thought. So we get back to hanging out, vibing. It's still me and my roommates and those guys they had brought in over. We're hanging out, and then somebody looks outside. I believe it was one of the other guys. Looks outside, and he goes, yo, homeboy is still on the porch. And I want to say like 30 minutes had passed by. So at this point, things are getting super weird. I don't know what to do. I'm kind of like, what am I supposed to do about that? He can just stand there, I guess. Like, I don't want him in my bed. I don't want him here anymore. He needs to leave. Like, figure out where to go, bro. Oh my God, my scalp is burning. So we just continue hanging out, and I kind of ignore the fact that he's outside for a little while. Ooh, that girl is looking good. Look at this color, guys. I'm gonna give it a good amount of time so that I make sure that it takes to my hair because I want it as white as possible. It's about to be Halloween. You guys probably won't even be seeing this video until after Halloween. Maybe, possibly. But it's almost Halloween. And of course, I'm doing a Halloween try-on haul. Duh, I got 3 costumes. And I have no plans. It's awesome. Anyways, let's get back to the story, and this time we're gonna finish it. I've moved to the pen because I didn't feel like packing my bong. I'm lazy. The weed was just as far as the pen was, but then I'd have to do the grinding and the packing, which is a lot of work. Anyways, back to the story. To give you guys a good take on what the room looks like right now, my one roommate and one of the guys that was there had ended up walking off to wherever. So it was me, my other roommate, this guy that kept macking on that other roommate, and then Tinder boy on my porch. Eventually, I'm like, let me take a look at what's going on out there. Is he still there? He's still there. Not only is he still there, but he's now crying. He's crying on my porch. And I'm an empath. I usually feel bad about things like that. But ick 1, ick 2, it just became ick number 3, unfortunately. It was just a rough night for him. Crying on my porch, bro. Really? I honestly ended up ignoring it because, like I said, ick number 3. Just stay there, cry as long as you need. It's a safe place. I don't really care. So now it's me, my other roommate, and homeboy who wants my other roommate. We're playing a little card game, I believe. We're drinking. And all of a sudden, he just goes silent. Like he's in the middle of a sentence and goes silent. The next thing we know, he projectile vomits all over our dining room table that we're sitting at. Just vomits everywhere. All over the table. Immediately, me and my roommate stand up. We're like, whoa. Whoa, we're in the splash zone. Okay. He stands up. He goes, I'm so sorry. He turns around. Projectile vomits in our hallway. Vomits everywhere. Leans over. Continues to vomit in our hallway. Mind you, the bathroom is about 2 feet away. 2 feet. Just 2 feet that way. All over our hallway. All over our table. So let me paint this picture for you once more. Now I've got homeboy crying on the porch. Homeboy yakking on the dining room table. It's too much. That's too much for me. I'm drunk. It's 3 a.m. What's going on? So my roommate and I, we politely escort ourselves into our backyard, close the door, and hide in the dark in hopes no one would come looking for us so that we can evaluate the situation that is happening among us. Because what was in the water that night? I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to say my roomie and I sat outside for a solid 45 minutes. We wanted to make sure when we went back inside, we weren't walking into any more chaos. So 45 minutes go by, we walk back inside. Homeboy who yacked is sleeping on the couch. When you walk in from our backyard, you can only see the living room at first. It takes you walking into the living room and then turning to see the rest of the house, which is where the entire crime scene is going on. That's where the porch is, that's where the dining room table is, the hallway. That's when you get the field view. So we see him sleeping. We're like, oh God. Okay. We take a few more steps. Everything's clean. Everything's spotless clean. It smells better than when we went into the backyard. Beautiful. Good job, man. I look onto the porch. Tinder boy's gone. Coast is clear. Everything's fine. Anyways, that's kind of the end of the story. I blocked Tinder boy on Snapchat right after that because I didn't know what to say. I was an F girl. Fuck girl. You know, like a fuck boy, but I'm a female. So I just blocked him on Snapchat. We never heard from Mr. Yacky Mac because he was macking on my friend and he was yakking on the table. So we never heard from him again either. My friend did not block him, but we never heard from him again. And that's really all that happened. I've got plenty more stories to tell you guys, as well as I've got to wash this out soon, and we're not ending this video till y'all see the blonde that I have come up with. Okay, let's reveal it. But I'm kind of scared because, one, when I washed it out, there was a lot of brown. And there was like 2 to 3 brown dots in it when I poured it. And I don't know what that means, and I'm too scared to look it up. So, let's just see. I can't entirely tell. Oh. So I feel like we're gonna have to wait till it's dry to really like know what color it is. But I don't know how hopeful I'm feeling. It looks brown in my mirror. It looks green in the camera. So I'm not entirely sure. It's okay if my hair is greasy all week because I want the color to stay. No matter what color it is, it's better than ugly roots and brassy blonde, so. Y'all, I completely forgot to record my outro before I started my cosplay makeup that I'm doing. I guess this would be a good time to tell you to check out my Instagram and my TikTok because that is where you'll be seeing this, as well as the... Anyways, this is how the hair turned out. It came out like almost like brownish when it's supposed to be snow, but that does usually happen when I tone it, and then when I wash it out a few days later, it's a lot whiter. So hopefully that's what happens. If not, Sally's and Ion are both gonna have very big problems with me. Anyways, I'm sure it's probably hard to take me serious with this makeup on right now, so I'm gonna end this here. Make sure you guys like and comment on this video if you enjoyed it. If you didn't enjoy it, still let me know in the comments. Smash that subscribe button because I could use all the support that I can get. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys.